Hey, what's going on, everybody? BDO 44 coming at you with another video. All right, Otto Porter Jr. is gonna head to Toronto on a 2-year deal. No framework on that, but I think the Golden State Warriors have been crippled defensively, absolutely and utterly crippled. They have lost three of the most important defensive players that they have. Well, it depends on what happens with Kevon Looney, but I think he's out. I do think he's out. GP2 went to the Blazers, and now Otto Porter Jr. is headed to Toronto. So this is what happens when you win a championship. Key pieces are hard to keep because you have so much salary already on tab. And so guys are going to have to be replaced. So we'll see what they do. They have to retool. Obviously, guys are going to step up. And it's actually addition by subtraction when you look at the situation with Golden State, given the fact that they didn't really have roles for Kuminga and Looney, and of course Wiseman wasn't available last year, all of which should be available this year. So you consider those three go out, these three come in, it's like, all right, you're just giving those players their rightful roles, but you still got to find that depth somewhere. So, this is just what it's going to be. You can clearly see that those guys are going to step up and really start taking over the Golden State era. Even though the old guys will still be there, this is the beginning of theirs, and we know it. We all know it, unless Golden State shocks the world and trades them for KD, which I wouldn't rule out at all. So, yeah, keep your eyes open for all types of different possibilities, because right now the Nets are going to tell the NBA where and what and when. Basically, it's all about them right now. So once we know what they do, hopefully they'll send Kyrie to my team. Then from there, we can start really seeing what happens. KD, I don't know what drops first, but for some reason, I think Kyrie will probably either drop first or they'll be traded at the same time to the same place, which is something I actually think is going to happen low key. But I know most people don't share that sentiment, but it does make sense. It really does. So we will see. But for now, we know for a fact Otto Porter Jr. is going to be in Toronto with all of the wings in the world. I don't really know if I would have chosen Toronto myself if I were a small forward, given the fact that the whole league needs me and Toronto has 100 of those. But yeah, that's just basically what it is. Hopefully Toronto can kind of condense their lineup. I think they'll probably be involved in some type of trade very soon to make things make a little more sense. They just re-signed Thaddeus Young. Like I said, they brought in Otto Porter Jr. They still got Siakam. They still got Anunoby, of whom they've been thinking about trading, from what I understand. Still got Gary Trent Jr. So it's just a lot going on in that regard, in regards to wings. Toronto did something else too. I just don't remember exactly what it was, but they've been making moves, and I expect them to keep on doing so. Masai Ujiri is going to get involved. I wouldn't be surprised if KD ended up there, because he is that aggressive, and they do have the trade pieces to do it. I did see the trade package that they would have to offer, and it requires them to give up picks from here until Texas. More picks than you've ever seen. OG Anunoby, and I think there was another player mentioned as well, would make sense. But I wouldn't rule it out with Toronto, because they've done stuff like this before. So I'm kind of surprised they have picks. Maybe they took the picks from the Clippers. That's why they would have picks, I believe. So yeah, that is possible. BDF 44, man. I thank you all for checking me out.